Good morning. You guys hear me okay?
We can. I can.
Thank you. Okay, let's get the party going. So the small band and heavy and medium weights, that's all you need today. We're going to start out with a nice little warm up. Then we're going to get right into legs, finish with arms and core. Doesn't that sound fun? We're going to do a lot of heavy lifting today. Okay, take it all the way down nice and slow and push your butt backwards. Relax your head, just let it go where it wants to hang. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive it all the way back up. Sweep the palms to the ceiling. We're going to do that 2 more times. Nice and slow on the way down. Really long arms. As soon as you get there, inhale, lift, look up. Come all the way back up to standing. Reach for the ceiling with your arms and do it again. Inhale, extend, look up. Push your hips back before you start your rise back up. Reach for the ceiling and take it down. Okay, right arm only. And then do the same on the left. I'm just going to oscillate here side to side, but try to get long with the arm. Nice. One more on each side. Now, take the arms forward, make a fist, thumbs up, and drive them backwards, right by the side of your body. And then push them straight out in front again. And just keep oscillating between the two. Waking up the back. Arms. Woo. Okay. We're taking it down. Big, deep breaths. Slow swan dive it all the way down. Walk out, meet me in a plank. Once you get to plank, do a little hover. Come onto the tops of your feet. So you're on your hands. You can have your knees down. Whatever floats your boat. But you want to keep the glutes tight and the belly pushing in. Now tuck the toes under. Let's take the hips all the way back so they're just hovering over the heels. Little lat stretch here. Come back, get off the knees and go right to a down dog. And then oscillate between the two. Plank, dog. Nice. Just 2 more times. Okay, baby steps all the way forward. You're going to inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. And do that a few more times. Inhale, flat back. And fold back down. And one last time. Inhale, flat back. And fold back down. Now a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip the palms, reach for the ceiling. And arms back by your side. Okay, let's get going. So we're going to start out doing lateral lunges. So we're going to start heavy, and if we have to switch, we'll switch. So take your feet nice and wide. Hold your big girl weights. So we're going to hold them down here, and we're just going to bring them down to the instep of the foot when we lunge right. So they're going to come down, touch the floor, and then come back up. And then you're going to do the same on the opposite side. Push your butt backwards when you lunge down and back up. You'll notice I'm not rounding my upper back. And I'm going pretty slow, just so I can really think about what I'm doing here. Get the butt down, keep the back long. Pushing your butt backwards, weighting into the heel. That's what we're doing. So we have 3 leg exercises. We start with lateral, then we go to sumo, and then we go to deadlifts. So keep this going. You have 4 more. Really try to lower that butt, right? You're not folding your upper body down. It's going to come down, but it's nice and long. Okay. Now, whatever you hold, I'm going to switch weights for the sumos. You do you, I'll do me. So I'm going to shoulder them. Take your feet out wide. Turn your heels in so that they're on the mat, and then just come up and down. Squeeze your butt. Nice. You manage your range of motion as it feels good for your body, right? Nice and slow and steady. If your arms get tired, hold the weights on your legs. And again, we want to bend through the knees instead of folding your upper body forward. It's all about the legs. Okay, we have 4 more. Last one. Nice. Okay, put those down. We're going to do deadlifts. So, pick up whatever you have that's heavy. Now, 1 round to start, always, we kickstand. 20% goes into that left foot, 80% into your right foot. Take it down. You're keeping that standing leg as straight as you can. Push your butt back. If you watch me from the side, pushing back, coming down. Not rounding the back. Keep it going. Hopefully you're getting a little toasty. We have 4 more, and then we're just going to switch feet and keep it going. Quick transition coming up in 2. All the weights in the back of the foot. Switch it, kickstand the other foot. This is a great way to get some muscle memory and activate the muscle before we take that foot completely off the floor. So you know that's coming. Again, get as much weight into that left leg as you can. Four more. So once we get through this, we have 5 on each leg where we actually pick up that back foot. We can do 5, right? We got this. Okay, here we go. So back foot's going to come right up off the floor, come all the way down just like you were doing, and all the way back up. Try not to put this left foot down when you come up, albeit maybe for just a tiny bit of balance. Here's the last one. If you've gotten your 5 in, you're just going to switch and start on the other side. Here we go. Now, when you take those weights down, a lot of people put them way in front of the foot, which is taking the weight out of the leg. You want to keep it really close to the foot. Ideally, those weights are landing on either side. Nice. Okay, see, that wasn't so bad. Whew. Hardest part for me is the grip. Okay, quick set, and we're going down. We have 3 different types of chest presses. So we're going to start wide, then we're going to go narrow, 45 degrees, and then we're going to go narrow. So let's get into position. Hopefully you're using the heaviest weights in your pile since we're lying down to work the chest. So we have 10 of each. So 10 regular presses going out to the side. Back of the arms hit the floor, and the weights touch at the top. Give me that pelvic tilt and suck in the belly. Keep those wrists nice and neutral. Working on my last one here, and I'm going to switch up the angle, bringing the elbows 45 degrees out from the body. You give me 10 of those. So for our last 10, the elbows are just going to come down and go straight back up. These are the hardest for me. I don't know why these feel so hard. Oh my goodness. Blow that air out as you press up. Hopefully you haven't let go of that belly. Okay. That was, whew, got all sweaty on that one. Let's check my AC. Get back up because we're going to do round 2 of legs. Oh, no wonder I'm sweating so much. Okay, round 2. So grab your big girl weights, right? Don't be shy. They're waiting for you. Take the feet out wide. Make sure your toes are facing forward. Weights come inside. Lunge right, come back up and go left. It's nothing fancy, and that's why we're able to go a little heavier with the weights here. Now, if you don't have heavy weights, you can shoulder these because that makes the move a million times harder. See, these are too heavy for me to do it that way. So I'm going to keep going down. Four more. 2 on each. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Oh. Come on back up. Sumos. Oh, I'll try to do both of these. Hold them either up at the chest or shoulders. You can put them together. You can shoulder them, or you can take them to your legs, whatever you like. Start your squats. Squeeze. So when we do our last round of deadlifts, we're not going to kickstand unless you're modifying. We're going to go right into a full-on single leg. Keep the weight back. Keep your face up. With 5 more. Last one. Whew. I'm going to put these down just for a second. Shake out my grip. So we're going to start the single leg, working the right side. So your left leg's coming up in the back. We're going to try to do 7 on each side since we're not doing the kickstands unless you're modifying. So down all the way. The weights should frame be on either side of the foot. One more. Woohoo! Then we move on to that other leg. Get right to it. Quick transition. You're here for 7 on this one now. Keep the weight into the back of the foot as best you can. So when you start your descent, think of moving the hip a little bit towards the back. Whew. Last 4. Finish great. Finish with your best one. Okay. Whew. So this time, instead of doing the weights for our chest and arms, we're just going to do 20 push-ups. If you need to take a break between, go ahead. Let's do it. 20, here we go. Don't drop your face. It's the chest that goes up and down. Keep the belly tight. Okay, that was so fun. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, we're glad that's over. Okay, flip it around. You're on your butt. We're going to grab the band. We're going to work our outer hips. Change over to some core. Stretch and say goodbye. So most of the super tough stuff is done. So you're lying down. Get control of that belly. And get nice and flat on the blades. Open out. Just hold it here for a sec. And then close it slow. Open out. Just really for an opportunity to say, can I go any farther? We're doing 15 of these slow repetitions. Keep your legs really straight. You can flex or point your feet, it doesn't really matter. You can also switch up the angle of the legs. You want to play around with it, get creative. Why not? It's only 15. We got this. Hopefully you're feeling it. It's hard to pull it out just as far, but you want to. So fight for it. Last 4 for me. 3 more. Oh. 2. We're gonna hold this last one out. Don't kill me. Hold it out. Just breathe. Add a little pulse if you want to get busy so you don't think about it. You're here for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Oh my God. I hope that was miserable for you. Because it's supposed to be. Okay. More challenging stuff coming your way. So I like to fold the end of my mat over because we're going to do a side plank. It's just a little easier on my elbow. You choose. We've talked about this, right? Shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle, making a nice straight line. Once you get that nice straight line going on, stack your feet, lift it up. This first round through, we're just going to hold it. So you want to engage the glutes and the tummy. Five, 4, 3, 2, other side. It wasn't so bad, right? Okay. Elbow down, get on the side. So heels, hip and shoulder, nice line. Once you got that going on, lift it up, you're just holding. Fire up your glutes, pull in the belly. Get that arm nice and long. Oh, she's always bitching about something. Yeah. Challenging. Push your edge, get a little edgy here. Yeah, 5, 4, get your hips up a little higher. 3, 2, and done. Okay. Little more core coming. It's not break time. Sit up in staff pose with your heels in the corners of your mat so you got a lot of space between your legs. We're going to come down nice and slow. C-curve it. Suck it in. No bulging bellies in this class. Now, arms go right back, but keep them wide. Make a Y with the arms. Spread your fingers and then make a fist. And then open back up and spread them. And just keep oscillating between the two. Point your toes. Stretch out your shins. Actively push the belly down. Okay, let's bring the arms up. Bring your left knee up. Pull it into the chest. A little bit of love before we start the next challenge. Bring the right one in. Pull it into the chest. So you got a little massage going on for the lower back, maybe a gentle rock or a circle. Yes, good. Okay, that's enough feel good shit. Bend your legs, flex your feet, arms up. Bird dogs. Right leg and left arm go back at the same time, nice and long, and then pull it in. Now do that pelvic tilt so you feel your lower back pushing into the floor. And try to keep that sensation the whole time you do these. So it's a big job for the six-pack muscle. They can handle it, right? It's amazing when you do this correctly, the benefit that you get. That means you got to really press the belly down while you extend out really long. While you're out long, take inventory of that back and make sure it's on the floor. With 5 more. Your ankle should be just hovering above the floor when you extend out. Same with the thumb, just above the floor. Your palms are facing the midline of the body. One more on each side. Why not? We got this. Okay, bring both knees in. Nice work. Those get hard if you really connect to them. Whew. Go the other way with your little circle. Okay, your feet are down on the floor, hip width apart. We're going to bridge it up, but first you're going to roll that back into the floor. You're going to press the belly down, then peel off the floor and come into a bridge. As soon as you get into the bridge, extend your right leg out. Just hold it. Now I'd like you to lift your arms up so you're not using them to counterbalance. You're using muscle instead. A little bit of balance challenge to keep those hips even. Now put that foot down and switch. Extend out the opposite leg. Just hold it. You might notice you're a little more solid on one side. Perfectly normal. That's why it's good to train one side at a time, because it gives you an opportunity to discover stuff about you. Switch feet again. Keep that leg nice and long. And switch again. Excuse me. Now take this left foot and just sit it on top of your thigh. Keep your hips up. Now you're going to lower the hips and push them back up. Just working that one glute. Give it that little extra push at the top. You're here for 8. Okay, we're working on the last 3, and then we're going to do the same thing on the next. Sorry, the other side. Squeeze that butt cheek every time, very deliberately. Okay, switch the foot. Keep the up and down. Now you're getting into that left butt cheek. Make sure you're pushing as high as you can. Squeeze it at the top. You have one more. Now you're going to hold your bridge with 2 feet down, but walk your knees and feet together. Little inner thigh challenge. Just hold this. Do you feel them? Squeeze your knees. Your toes and ankles are touching. Keep your hips high. And you just have to squeeze. You got this. Little harder, little longer. Only because you can. Keep squeezing. Now you're going to open the knees, but keep the feet together. Open the knees as wide as they can go. And then squeeze back together as tight as you can. And then open. And squeeze. Make sure when you come together, you're lifting the butt up. Open. A little wider if you can. And then squeeze. You have 3 more like this, nice and slow and deliberate. Lots of inner thigh going on there. Outer thigh when you open. Okay, squeeze and hold. Just squeeze and hold. Now tap that booty slowly down to the floor while you squeeze your knees and lift it back up. Do that 8 more times. Keep squeezing. Last 3, we got this. A little happy baby stretch coming up in 2 and in 1. Oh my goodness, complete failure on my part. Whew. Pull those knees in. So before we go to happy baby, I want your lower back pushing into the floor and just gently rock it side to side. Holding 1 knee at a time. Now take hold of the outer feet and meet me in happy baby, pulling the heels down, your knees towards the floor. Make sure your lower back is on the mat. Just hold this and breathe. We have another round of side planks, only because they're tough and they're good for us. So you're here for 3 more big breaths, and then you're on your right forearm in a side plank. Here we go. Make it happen. And you always have the option to put that bottom knee down if you need a little reprieve. We're just going to lift at the top of this move. So when you think your hips are as high up as you can get them, lift up an inch higher and then lower an inch. So you're just going up and down a tiny bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Now we get to have the same fun on the opposite side. Woohoo! Here we go. You ready? Get up there. Start that movement. It's not huge. Little reprieve after this, so kill it now. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Pilates style it down, nice and slow. Oh, yeah. Full body stretch, why not? Point the toes, reach the hands. You choose how wide you want those hands apart from each other. But now, while you're doing this, we're going to actually turn this into an exercise. You're in your full body stretch. Now, here comes the work. Actively pull the stomach down and your rib cage. So you're fighting gravity. Just hold that and breathe. You're here for about 10 seconds. Press it down with your muscle. Okay, bring the arms all the way back down to the floor. Step those feet in. You're going to just roll the pelvis. So tilt it up. This is a stretch. It's not an exercise. Roll it forward. But what can turn it into an exercise is if you actively press the belly down while you do it, whether you're going down or up. Becomes a really good abdominal exercise. Just keep alternating. Roll down, squeeze your butt cheeks, and forward, press that belly down. We'll do this 8 more times. This is almost like a crunch fold. See, when you roll the pelvis down, the belly wants to pop up. Your job is to not let it. Hopefully you're feeling tired there now, maybe a little tremble. Keep it down. Okay, slide your legs all the way down along the floor. We're going to do a little hip flexor strengthening. So flex your feet, both of them. Now, in this exercise, it's okay to have your lower back not glued to the floor, if that's what feels better for you. We're really trying to isolate this hip flexor. So I'm just going to have you lift the right heel off the floor and then switch to the left. Right now, you're just warming them up. So we're going to alternate side to side. Lift and lower and lift and lower. What I do want you to do, we talked about the back, now we're going to talk about the tummy. Actually, the minute I say tummy, I know you know what to do. Push it down, right? Okay, so now lift the right one up, take it about halfway up and make a circle, small circle. This is all your hip flexor here. Change direction. And put that foot down and lift the other one. Lift it up, maybe about halfway. Start a circle, tiny. Keep those hips glued to the floor. Switch directions. Put it down. Now, you're going to lift the head. You're going to lift the shoulder blades, roll it up. Open the feet, dive between the legs. Low back stretch. One more hip flexor challenge. So just enjoy this for right now, but know that it's not stretch time. Few more big breaths. Try to focus on letting that low back go. Okay, you're going to sit it up nice and tall. You're going to bring your feet so they're hip width apart. Take your hands just behind you. Fingers are going to face the back of the room. Sit up really tall. So no rounding of the back here. Now just lift that heel up and lower it and switch. Lift the other one. Now while you do this, you're going to feel the quad, but it's mostly your hip flexor that's making this movement happen. And just keep alternating. So your hands are behind you just to make sure that you're not doing this, right? Because this makes the exercise very easy. When you sit up really tall and you make this exercise happen without moving back, you get much more out of it. But just like you're stepping and walking the feet here, a little bit more. Nice. Now hold one up and make that little circle. Go the other way. Put it down and do the same with the other one. Lift, circle, other way. Nice. Okay. You're going to pull the feet in, come up onto the toes, hang out on your toes for a second. You're also getting the benefit of a nice little stretch for the quads, but try to be really high on the toes. Okay, all the way back up to standing, however you want to get there. We're going to do pyramid stretch. So left foot forward, right foot back. Now, look at your feet, line them up nice and straight. Okay, and make sure both your heels are on the floor. That's the important part of this stretch. Keep your spine long. So no rounding of the back for the first half of this stretch. So you're just going to slide the hands down the shin just till they're above the ankle. And I just want you to hold this. Your spine is long. So we did a lot of those single leg deadlifts, so that's why we're doing this stretch. Get a little length back there. Okay, phase 2 of the stretch is to take your fingertips to the floor. Now you round your back, go into flexion, let your head go. You're just looking between your legs. Now try not to put weight into your hands. The hands are just down there for a little added security, but you're not weighting into them. You want to put all the weight into the upper body as it folds over the leg.
Now, a nice little core challenge to come out of this is to inhale and extend to a flat back, and then take the arms out to the side as you rise back up.
Flip the palms, sweep the arms back, bring them up to the ceiling. Hands to heart, step in, same thing opposite side. The feet nice and straight. Hands are going to slowly come down that leg. Spine stays long. Hold here and enjoy. And you know, the back foot can go as far back as long as the heel is still on the floor. Nice. Now, fingertips out in front. You're going to just fold over that leg. You're in spinal flexion. Try not to put any weight into your hands. You're just kind of chilling on the floor. Nice. Hold here, breathe. Take 3 big, huge breaths. Okay, so now you're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. And we're going to reverse swan dive this back up. Lift the palms. Palms face the ceiling. Slide the arms backwards. Raise them all the way up. Bring your hands to heart, step in. Okay, one more stretch and then we say goodbye. Right foot crosses over left. Take it down. However you get there. Round your back, just look at your knees. So this is getting into the outside, a little bit of the IT band, the outside of that left leg and hip. I know this always feels so good, especially if you walk a lot. Now try to pull the weight into the heels and your hips back as best you can. You're here for 3 more big breaths. Okay, let's challenge our core when we come out of this. So inhale and extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive it back up. Flip your palms, sweep the arms back. Bring them all the way up. Hands to heart, uncross, go the other way. Push your butt back, fold all the way down, let the head go. All the weight's in the heels. Really try to unweight the body. That's why I don't want you to put any weight into the hands. You'll feel that nice stretch on the outside of that hip. Let's take 3 more big breaths here. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive it back up. Flip your palms, sweep the arms back so you're crowding out the chest. Reach the arms up. Hands to heart and cross. Take a nice big deep breath. Now both arms are going to stay up. You're going to go up and over. We did those side planks, so it's important to stretch out your side body. So reach the arms long and strong. You're trying to get taller as you go over a little. And that way you isolate that side body. Try the opposite side. So up and over. Nice. Come back. Reach, reach, reach. And then relax. Nice job. Great job, guys. Whew, we are done. How awesome is that?